hello. Fine. Oh, this thing is going to be the end of me. Every time I come on this stream, it mutes me. Anyway, how you darn? How are you darn? I want to know if you guys are as excited as I am to do the first ever, on this channel at least, 2023 Dynasty Startup Draft with the 2023 rookies. I don't want to give anything away just yet, but I don't think you will see a stream out there that will have it look as official as today. When you draft a rookie, we're not going to put it on a separate piece of paper like we used to, like scrubs. I worked my ass off like last night for multiple hours to try and make this stream really cool. So if it does not work out, then I will be pretty disappointed. But last week on the stream, I said, hey guys, if we can get over 100 likes, not just on the live stream, but after it as well, if people watch it later, then I will do a Dynasty Startup with rookies, and y'all hit that goal. Do me a favor, drop a like on today's stream if you like the content.
You like that?
If you like that, the easiest, most simple way to support the channel, to support what we do. 44 people watching. If everyone drops a like right now, there's no reason as to why we can't hit 44. And I want to go ahead and set a like goal, like not just for the stream, but even for after the stream for people who watch it later. I want to go ahead and set a like goal for 115 likes. If that's possible, you know, obviously we're going to keep seeing the channel growing, keep seeing the community growing. The most simple way for you to support what we're doing. If you guys don't know, I do see a couple questions. Where is Badake? Badake is currently in New York with family in Brooklyn. I'm walking here. I'm getting my coffee. He's in Brooklyn right now seeing his family. He hasn't seen them about 5 years. So that's where he is. What's up, Andrew? What's up, Rappin' Dog? What's up, Daniel? Hope everyone's well. Same to you, Chris. What's up, Joseph? He wants everyone's opinions on that. I'm not going to answer any questions just yet because I want to get straight into the mock. But maybe I'll leave some time at the very end for a not start sit, but for a Q&A. What's up, people? It's good to see everyone. Yes, Dynasty season is here. Scary says, I've heard everything. Matt, can you buy me a new one? Sure, man. You can buy me a new one. I'll send you as a holiday gift. It's good to see everybody. Akshay, thoughts on this deal? I'm going to do a Q&A at the end, guys. I promise you. 44 people in here, should be 44 likes. I mean, why not? We can do it together, y'all. My like is in. What's up, Billy? Let's get to the mock. Got my wisdom teeth out yesterday. Wow. I mean, you probably got them cheeks all puffed up, man. I hope you're doing good, feeling well. Okay. So, I don't know. Is anyone else as excited as me right now? I just feel so excited to do this. It's been a while, and my favorite season, if you guys don't know, I said this last year, but my favorite season is actually draft season. I don't know why, but that has always been my favorite season. I like in season. I like watching football, obviously. Why wouldn't I? But my favorite time of the year is always NFL draft time. I get to scout prospects. I get to make my claims. I get to say I'm in love with George Pickens, and everyone can tell me why they think that he's not going to be a star, and I'm going to tell you why he's going to be a star. You know, it's just the best time of the year. Every team has hope. New players arrive. Old players are gone. We project. We predict. And I'm so excited for this year's NFL draft. So, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be doing a Dynasty startup, and we are going to be considering how Dynasty looks right now and including the 2023 rookie draft. Now, 11 of you are going to be able to join today's mock draft, okay? And if you don't know, the link to join today's mock draft will be sent in our Discord. So there is a link to join our Discord in the description. I'm also going to paste that link here in the chat in case you want to join the Discord. But that is in the description. It's in the chat. And we have a text channel in our Discord called Dynasty Mock Drafts. And that is where I'm going to send the link to join. 11 of you are going to be able to join me. But don't worry, guys. I'm certain we will do hundreds of drafts leading up to the season. You're going to see a bunch of real drafts on this channel as well. Oh, I'm just so excited. I know, like, we're still like about to be in fantasy football playoffs, but I'm just excited for the draft already. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to send out the link, and it's going to be a free-for-all. Some of you might not be able to join. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. Please don't verbally assault me on the stream like we've had before. I cannot control it. There's no favoritism. Everyone just gets a chance to get in there, and we will see what will happen. But I will say again, like, don't freak out. We will have tons of drafts upcoming. And if you don't know much about the 2023 class, then maybe just try and watch this one. You know, not to say that everyone has to know things about prospects, but we might get a more accurate representation if people are kind of aware of who some of these prospects are, because it's going to be you guys mocking. It's not going to be just me. But I'm going to go ahead and paste the link here. Here we go. This is it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And she's sent away. And it's going to fill up really quick, I imagine. As it is filling up really quick. We got some great people. Oh, I see Daniel Macy in the mock. John's there. Oh, it's a great crew. It's a really great crew. Pat Sertan, Tebow made it in. All right. Some of you would have made it in, but you don't have a spot, and that's okay. Don't worry. Now, I want to explain exactly how this is going to work for everyone watching live and for the people who are going to watch it later. Okay? We have landing spots for all these rookies. The link for those landing spots, we're just going to base the landing spots off of the latest mock draft from Tankathon, okay? I will paste the link to this in the chat, but these will be the landing spots that you will be drafting on. So this is also in the description, by the way. So why don't we go through quickly and look at some of these landing spots. Bryce Young ends up with the Lions. CJ Stroud ends up in Detroit. Could you imagine? Will Levis ends up in Carolina. We've got Quentin Johnston to the Packers. Jordan Addison is going to link up with Bryce Young. Daddy, oh my gosh, what a connection. We got Jackson Smith to the Falcons. That would suck. Michael Mayer to the, oh my goodness, to the Chargers. Bijan to the Bucks. Don't like it. Don't know why I keep seeing it, but it is what it is. Kayshon Boutte to the New York Football Giants. 28, Jahmyr Gibbs to the Bills. Jalen Hyatt to the Chiefs. Wow. Okay, so those are some of the landing spots. If there's, obviously we'll probably draft rookies today that don't have landing spots, but those are the landing spots that you can keep in mind for today's mock, and we can go back and revisit it. But again, that is in the description if you would like to, follow along, or if you're mocking with us and you want to see, and we'll kind of revisit it. Now, I told you guys at the beginning of this, but I worked my ass off last night for you guys. I wanted to do something extremely special for the channel. I don't want you just to draft a kicker, and then it's a kicker, and then I have a list somewhere else. I individually am going to add each name, which I photoshopped last night, when you pick them. So if you want to pick a rookie, draft a kicker. I'm going to pause the draft, and I want you to put in the YouTube chat, or actually in the sleeper chat, whichever one. I want you to put in one of the chats who that rookie is. And then we're going to see potentially some magic, or this will go horribly wrong. But anyway, guys, shout out to the 58 people watching the stream. Do me a huge favor and drop a like. You like that? You like that? If you like the content, I'm hyped. I hope you're hyped as well. Let's try and get to that crazy like goal that we hit with your guys' help most weeks. I see Badake's in the chat. He says, Daddy, just got back to the house and got a notification. Make sure you turn on your notifications. Dag Nabbit, you have been verbally assaulted, sir. Have I? Was someone upset? Oh, okay. Badake, miss you, bro. It's good to have him here. Huge love, everyone. Yes. Okay. So this is going to be interesting, but keep in mind, this is a Dynasty Superflex startup draft with all the players in the NFL now, including the 2023 rookies. If you want to draft a rookie, draft a kicker. We'll pause it and you'll tell us what rookie that is. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start this draft. I'm drafting at the 1-6, and let's see how this goes, because I truly don't know how this is going to go. But we are off and running. John Herbert with the 101. He goes Joshua Allen, quarterback out of Wyoming, now in Buffalo. It is full PPR and it is Superflex. It is not tight end premium. Keep that in mind. We see Pat Mahomes go 102. I love it. That's my guy. I'm probably too hyped, but I'm just so excited for draft season. All right, then we see Justin Herbert, 103. This looks very much like it looked 6 months ago when we were doing startup drafts. And then Joe Burrow at the 104. Okay, so things are looking, you know, kind of similar to how they have looked for a while. Let's see. Jalen Hurts goes at the 1-5. You know what? I have no problems at all sitting here admitting I actually did this in week 3 of the fantasy football season. I did it in our Discord, and I said I want to apologize to everyone. I was completely wrong on Jalen Hurts. He has made huge strides. He's made huge steps, and I was wrong. So I'm going to take that accountability. I'm going to take that knock on the chin. I was wrong. The people who believe in Jalen Hurts were right. He went at the 1-5. If he was there at the 1-6, I might have drafted him. So big shout out to everyone who was right. I even texted my friend Daniel Ilioy a novel and saying I'm sincerely sorry. But here we are at the 1-6, and I have Lamar Jackson available to me, and I'm going to go ahead and draft him here at the 1-6. Again, Superflex leagues, you want to lock up those quarterbacks. If you got 2 quarterbacks in a Superflex league, my goodness, you can start to build a squad around them. But this will be interesting now how it plays from here on out, because there's a lot of young players who are stepping up. A lot of people tried to tell me I was wrong. It is what it is. Chosen says, the first time catching you on a live stream, starting a Dynasty league next season. What strategy do you prefer? And hi, Badake. Ooh, you know what, Chosen? Just keep watching, because you're going to see the strategies that we prefer. But overall, I prefer to get 2 good quarterbacks that I believe in and then build around wide receivers and then hit running backs late. I'd rather trade for running backs later or hit them in rookie drafts than build around them personally. That's what we did all offseason, and it worked a lot. A lot of people who built around these aging running backs would have massive regrets right now. Okay, so we see Kyler go, then Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Justin Fields. Woo! Oh, how the redemption is sweet. Did I miss on Jalen? Yes, but me and Badake hit on Justin Fields. I mean, maybe we're victory lapping too early, but he looks pretty damn good. And then we see Deshaun Watson. I mean, still an elite quarterback. Let's not forget who Deshaun Watson is. An elite quarterback. He goes there at the 111. Dak Prescott at the 112. Then we have Jonathan Taylor at the 2-1. CeeDee Lamb at the 2-2. I got my rankings. I'm following along. By the way, everyone who supports us over on Patreon, you will see my rankings. Just released them yesterday, an updated version. I'm hyped. I'm feeling myself right now. All right, so we go Justin Fields at the 110. What do we do here at the 2-3? What's it going to be? Who knows? We will find out here in a second. It is Trey Lance off the board at the 2-3. Makes him the quarterback 11 off the board. I was a big Trey Lance guy last year. I don't think I could take him that high anymore, guys. I was going to say, how is Tua still on the board? Tua needs to go ahead of Trey Lance, in my opinion. You wouldn't find a bigger Trey Lance stand than me last year. But with the ankle injury that he suffered, with him not being able to establish himself just yet before that injury, you know, Dak had an injury, but he was the guy. Vic had an injury, but he was the guy. So we have to have some concerns with Trey Lance moving forward. We don't even know if they're going to prioritize him next. Okay, and I am going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to draft the first rookie off the board. We're going to pause the draft. Give me 1 second, and let me see if I can add Bijan Robinson. Let me see if I can do this. Is this going to work? Let me see. Can I add Bijan Robinson to my squad? Yes, I can. Welcome to the squad, Bijan Robinson. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Stop. Can I get a round of applause or what? Anyway, I'm clapping for myself. I don't know what I'm doing. I look like a freaking idiot. Bijan Robinson will instantly be my RB1 as soon as he's drafted. As soon as he's drafted, he's my RB1. I do not care where he's drafted to. It doesn't matter. The people who faded Brees Hall because of the Jets last year were wrong despite the injury. The people who faded Ken Walker because of landing spot last year were wrong. Trust the talent long term. There's the first rookie off the board. It is Bijan Robinson. How's it look on the stream? I think it looks all right. Look at Bijan there. Look at that smile. I'm feeling good about it. I honestly just wanted to do that for fun. Bijan Robinson off the board. Above and beyond, my friend. T-Law way too high. Respect it. Hook 'em. What's up, Calvin? I drafted Trey Lance in the 5th round of a Dynasty Superflex League this past week. Good value. I'm much more comfortable with him around there, for sure. Much more comfortable. Tua is literally top 5 in every metric. I would have drafted Tua probably over Lawrence and Lance. I'm probably taking Lawrence and Lance over Trey Lance at this point. I'm probably taking Lawrence and Tua over Trey as well at this point. It's tough, man. It's tough. And to be honest, if one of those quarterbacks were there at the 2-7, I probably would have drafted them. Where does the quarterback go next? This is a huge cutoff point. You're not wrong, man. This is a massive cutoff point. It will be very interesting to see where the next quarterback goes. One more nudge down on the graphic. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can do it. So I should go down one, you're saying? Like that? Is that better? Let me know. It's not going to be perfect, unfortunately. Arrow's pointing the wrong way. Well, yeah, like I said, I photoshopped every single one of them last night. Hopefully it looks okay. Chris says, I moved up in a 16-team, 32-man roster to get Lamar at the 111. Ooh, I mean, that would have worked out well if Lance didn't get hurt, but still good value on Lamar. Do you know any sites that do 23 rookie drafts? No, not off the top of my head, I don't. You're good. Someone in the chat might. Love the 1-8 start now after getting Tua at the 2-5. Same. I mean, to get Tua and then Justin Jefferson, that's a great start. Okay, I need to know who this rookie is before we continue. Kyle, let me know either in the sleeper chat. What rookie is this? Okay, Bryce Young. Okay, this is going to be interesting, guys. Bear with me. Where are you at, Bryce? Okay, Bryce Young. We're going to move Bryce Young right on over. Let's see if this is going to work. Bear with me. We're going to put Bryce Young right on top of Justin Tucker, unless you want to keep Justin Tucker. I mean, it's up to you. But here we go. Bryce Young, the first rookie quarterback off the board. And it might take me a second to really get this exactly where it needs to be. I don't know. Is that okay? I don't know. I'll adjust it later if I need to. It's not going to be perfect, guys. It's not going to be perfect. But here we go. Bryce Young, the first quarterback off the board. Not surprising at all considering the scarcity at quarterback right now. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, this might get really interesting. All right, who is that rookie? Let us know, John. I love the slow side. Yeah. I also have Waddle over A.J. Brown in my rankings. Actually, I just did a tier ranking video for you guys that will be out this week. I broke down my top 60. How much more can I do for you guys? How much more? Okay, that is C.J. Stroud. I'm going to go ahead and pop C.J. Stroud right on over. Again, guys, it's not going to be perfect. So forgive me if it's not. But I think this is pretty cool if I can toot my own horn. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. But we're doing the most. We're doing the absolute most. Tell me someone doing more right now. That's going to have to work for now. All right, so we got 2 quarterbacks off the board from the rookie class. Probably see a drop off here, but I mean, hard to say. So we see Bryce and C.J. Stroud off the board. Trying to get it as close as I can. I mean, that's just going to have to work. If you guys have OCD, I'm sorry. There goes Brees Hall. Yeah, this is just going to have to work, guys. It's just going to have to work. It's not going to be perfect. Okay, so there goes Brees Hall at the 3-1. I like it. And I love seeing Travis Etienne at the 2-10. You know, I drafted Travis Etienne in my home league at the 212 2 years ago, and man, it's been a while because I loved him as a talent, really believed in him coming in, and the redemption this year has been oh so sweet. It's good to see. It's good to see. Very innovative. Thank you, thank you, Chosen. Perfection is overrated. You're still killing it. Give yourself credit. This is awesome. This is awesome. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Waddle all day and twice on Sundays. There goes Kyle Pitts at the 3-2. I was very curious to see where Kyle Pitts would go. I think this is good value for Kyle Pitts. I'm still going to be drafting him everywhere. Trusted doctors that I watch have said that this is not going to be a concern long-term for his injury. Still only going to be 23 years old, so he's going to be just fine. He's going to have plenty of time to recover. Bet on the long game on these talents, guys. We've seen it time after time work out. Is this tied in premium? Nope, not tied in premium, but I imagine if it was tied in premium, that we would have seen Kyle Pitts gone even earlier. There goes Andrews. I was curious where Andrews was gonna go. He ends up at the 3-2. There's definitely a real argument to Andrews being the tight end 1 right now. I don't think it's crazy for people to feel that way if they do feel that way. Zach, are you going to do just rookie mocks? Would love to join. Yes, in fact, I know we typically only do 1 live stream a week. Let me know who this rookie is. I know we typically only do 1 live stream a week, but tomorrow I will be doing a rookie-only draft, and you guys will be able to join me. It might just be an hour earlier. Are you guys down with that? That's the only way we can make it work. 1 hour earlier, a rookie mock draft, and I think it could be really fun. So 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, not 8 p.m. Okay, let's see who is this rookie here at the 3-5. This is Will Levis. Okay, so Will Levis goes. Most people know how I feel about Will Levis. I personally don't understand the hype. I see all the intangibles. So like from that perspective, I understand it. I see all the intangibles. I see what he could be. I think he's going to be overdrafted in Dynasty and in the real NFL draft. I struggled and game after game when I watched him, I wanted to give him a chance. And I think the final straw for me was the Vanderbilt game. I was like, how are you being dominated against Vanderbilt? I don't understand how you're playing this poorly. Now, I know I have to keep in mind the offensive line is one of the worst in the country. The receivers are young, yes, but I feel like if you're going to be one of these prospects drafted in the top 10 of the NFL draft, you should overcome some of these hurdles and show some stuff that you're not showing yet. I don't know. And also, my biggest issue, if you really want to come down to it, my biggest issue is that I don't see his ability to process the game in real time. I just don't see it. I see a lot of one read and pull down and run. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I know there's a lot of people who stand him. You guys let me know how you feel. But we have our third quarterback off the board. Okay, so let me check my rankings here. Honestly, I probably would have gone Mark Andrews had he still been there. Oh, this is weird now, isn't it? I don't want to wait. Oh, man, this is weird. So I got Lamar. I need to bring up my rookie rankings. Who would I take here? I mean, I don't want to go back-to-back running backs. Some really good wide receivers on the board. You know, I don't want to be caught in no man's land. I think this is too early. Like, I'm going to acknowledge it. But I'm not someone to give up on Kenny Pickett. I think proper value is probably going to be around later for Pickett. I still believe in him. I think they're going to build around him. I don't think he's going to be replaced. I've seen enough to say I think he can be a franchise quarterback. Will he ever be a top 12 guy? I don't think so. But if I can get a young Kirk Cousins, if you could tell me we could get Kirk Cousins at this level of play for the next 10 years, I'll probably take it. So I am fully aware and I'm going to accept any hate that comes my way for taking Pickett there. But there is not a single quarterback on the board that I feel good building around. Not a single one. So I'm not going to think about it for the rest of the draft. And I'm not going to think about how maybe I reached, which probably could have been the case. Okay, so we see St. Brown go off the board, Cooper Kupp, DK Metcalf, and then Olave. For me, look, you guys are, if you guys view Cooper Kupp this way, if you still view him as someone who should go this high in a draft, you are not going to like the video I'm releasing soon on my wide receiver rankings. He is my wide receiver 18 right now in Dynasty football. Hey, thank you so much for the donation. Hey, Field, thank you so much for the donation. He says, just started my own fantasy football YouTube today, Junior. That's my bad. YouTube channel. Thanks for the inspiration. Already made some videos. Keep up the good work. That's awesome, man. No, I'm glad to be some source of inspiration. That's great. I mean, I've not heard that very often. So thank you so much. And thank you very much for the donation. That's very kind of you. Man, this is awesome. Thank you, everybody who's watching. I appreciate all the subs, all the likes. Hey, do us a favor. 83 people watching. Why can't we hit a like goal of 100 today? With your help, I think we can get there. Drop a like. You like that. You like that. If you like the content, easiest way to help support the show is to like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. 56 likes already. If everyone drops a like right now, there's no reason that's why we can't hit 80 altogether. Okay, so we see Kupp off the board, Metcalf, and Olave. I like Olave. I'm probably taking Olave over St. Brown, over Kupp. Metcalf, I'm unsure of at this point. Then we see Swifty off the board, Pittman and London. A little bit too early for Pittman in my eyes. I like the talent, but what the hell is going on with the quarterback situation there? And when will it be solved? Those are my main concerns with a guy like Michael Pittman, but I do like Pity City still. I'm still a fan of Pity City. All right, I'm kind of regretting drafting Kenny Pickett already. As a UK fan, I can tell you his offensive coordinator was terrible. He was actually fired today. Fair enough. Okay, so who is this? We'll have to pause the draft for 1 second. Who is Tyler Bass? Who's that going to end up being? We'll find out here in 1 second. And I'm going to have to try and make it look natural. Okay, so this is Quentin Johnston. Let's see. Wide receivers. Quentin Johnston. Where are you at, big dog? Here you are. Okay, so this is Quentin Johnston here. Again, it's not going to look perfect. I'm trying my best. Maybe we can move that over to the right a little bit. That's good enough for me. Quentin Johnson. Let's quickly recap though these landing spots. I'm gonna copy this for myself to see. Okay, so let's quickly recap these landing spots. Okay, so the first rookie off the board was Bijan Robinson. He's a Buck. Then we had Bryce Young, who is a Texan. CJ Stroud, who is a Lion. After that, we had Will Levis, who is a Panther. And now we have Quentin Johnston, who is a Packer, according to this mock draft. Okay, so we will go ahead and continue here. Cool to see. Cool to see. I am a big fan of Quentin Johnston, so I don't hate this pick at all. And it's a very good landing spot if he ended up in Green Bay. Although I wonder how they would. I feel like Addison would be a better fit for them if they already have Watson. That's a strange combination. It's almost like the Giants drafting Wandale and having Tony already. That's strange, but okay. We see another rookie off the board. Let me know who this is. Let me know who we got. I might have to get a little bit less detailed as well. Okay, so this is Jahmyr Gibbs. I was hoping he might fall to me. I love me some Jahmyr Gibbs. Where you at, brother? Where you at, big dog? Jahmyr Gibbs. Here he is. Okay, and we will go ahead and place Jahmyr Gibbs right here. Now, again, not going to be perfect. Sorry. Trying my best. That's going to have to do it. Don't want to spend too much time. There goes Jahmyr Gibbs off the board. If you wanted to... If I took Jahmyr Gibbs and I said, okay, who does he look like in the NFL to you? Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones. I can't unsee those two. That's exactly who I see with Jahmyr Gibbs. Great on the ground, great as a pass catcher, can do it all. I love me some Jahmyr Gibbs, so I think that's a fantastic pick there at the 4-5. Do you think Anthony Richardson will be in the NFL? I personally believe that Anthony Richardson should go back to college. He's a hometown kid. He's out of Gainesville, has not made the strides that he has needed to, similar to Will Levis. He has the advantage, though, that he can spend another year at Florida. And I think he's probably disappointed in his own performance. So when I drafted Kenny Pickett, I said I probably regret it, and I do. I do regret it because all these players went off the board, and no one took a quarterback. So, I mean, we learn from our mistakes. Okay, I want to make a really cool pick here, but you guys have you've drafted all the players I'm in love with. But there's still a rookie on the board that I love. I'm going to go ahead and take Jordan Addison. So let me pause this real quick. Let me grab some Jordan Addison on the team. Let me see. Where you at, Jordan? Where is my guy, Jordan Addison? Where you at, big dog? Here you are. Okay. I got Jordan Addison here with this pick. Comp for me would be Calvin Ridley. I've seen some people comp him all the way to Justin Jefferson in the industry. I wouldn't go like that far, but Calvin Ridley feels like a really safe comp. That's actually his mentor, if you will, the person that he looks up to, that he tries to model his game afterwards. Undersized player, similar to like Devonta Smith, but an incredible route runner, is able to gain separation really, really well. Kind of similar to like how Chris Olave came out of Ohio State. Incredible route runner, is able to create separation, finds the weakness in the defense, and has really good speed. So I'll take Jordan Addison there at the 4-7, as I got 2 rookies in the first 4 picks. Robin says, man, I wanted him. Do you regret taking Bijan? No. Bijan Robinson, honestly, that would be an auto pick for me, again, if he was there at the 2-7. I promise you guys, in a Dynasty startup, there is no way in hell you're going to get Bijan Robinson there. I promise you. It doesn't matter where he gets drafted. He will be a first-round running back. It is my belief that he is the best running back prospect since Saquon Barkley. How high would you draft Saquon Barkley if he was 21 years old and has never had an injury? So this could be an auto here. We're not going to undo any autos, by the way. Oh, okay, there goes Debo and Diggs. Maybe sleeper glitch for me. I don't know. But I honestly believe, guys, that Bijan Robinson is probably going to go like around here, the 110 to the 2-3. I would be super surprised if he doesn't go around this area. That's where you're going to see Bijan Robinson this year. I would not be surprised. Do you think Richardson will be an elite? It will be elite. Look, I love Richardson. In fact, let's see who this rookie is. Let's see who this rookie is here. Let's find out who this is. Okay, so this is Jackson Smith in Jigba. We'll take Jackson Smith and we'll put him right here. Again, guys, it's going to start to get messy, but I don't want to hold the stream up too much as we kind of place these guys. Doing my best. That's going to have to do. Okay, Jackson Smith and Jigba off the board. But as far as Anthony Richardson, like, that's why, like, when I look at Will Levis and I look at Anthony Richardson, I think to myself, if I'm only going to draft a quarterback based off of raw talent, his ability to run the ball, his size, his arm, if it's just off of the athletics, then I'm taking Anthony Richardson because he has all the traits to be truly an elite quarterback in the NFL. The problem is he cannot process the game to save his life. Also, wide receivers at Florida have not been good this year, so that also helps, or hurts rather. But to me, Richardson should stay another year at Florida. I know it's a good class next year, but I think he should stay personally. Okay, there goes Treylon Burks and Javonte Williams. Love me some Javonte. It will be super interesting to see, you know, how long it takes for him to recover. I can't take him that high at this point. I still have like Saquon Barkley over him. But if he recovers, then that will be a great pick. TJ Hawkinson that high is early. I guess that's not crazy. I guess I'm still taking Kelsey over him, but if you're rebuilding, then you probably wouldn't want Kelsey at this point. Barkley had 2 productive years, though. That is true. Grant says, I would have drafted Njigba instead of Debo, but no shot with him being mocked to the Falcons. Yes. Yeah, the Falcons was a tough landing spot for him. Meanwhile, Jordan Addison landed on the Texans. Keep that in mind. And he is linking up with Bryce Young, who we might be calling daddy soon. We'll have to wait and see. Or maybe you won't. I mean, that's cool. Aren't running backs time span good for the rookie contract, meaning first 4 years? Yeah, I mean, that's where you would... Look, this is why I don't prioritize aging running backs at the beginning of my dynasty drafts ever. Because there's always a cliff for running backs, no matter how good they are. And their rookie contract is typically when you're going to get their best play. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that. Paco says, does Bijan to the Falcons seem to make sense? I like Bijan to the Falcons. I just don't know if the Falcons are going to be that team to spend first-round draft capital on a running back. I find that hard to see, but who knows? Bijan too low? Yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier. I don't think he's going to be this low. Michael Mayer. Okay. So the first tight end goes off the board. Look, in this mock draft that we're using for landing spots, Michael Mayer ends up on the Chargers. I don't think there's a better landing spot for a tight end this year. But I will still say this does feel slightly too early for me on Michael Mayer. Just my opinion. I think he's an all-around tight end, no doubt. But I think he should end up in like the beginning of rookie drafts in the second round. Beginning of the second round of rookie drafts. This would put him as the 101, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will put him at the 109. That's a little bit too high for me. There's other running backs I still really like, and probably some wide receivers as well. But hey, it doesn't mean it's the wrong pick. It's just me telling you guys how I feel. It doesn't mean it's the wrong pick at all. And look, this is an incredible landing spot for Michael Mayer. Going to the to the Chargers with an aging Keenan Allen, with an aging Mike Williams, it's an incredible spot. So you can see the reason for it. But rookie tight end that early, who doesn't have the athletic profile that you would necessarily like froth over, if you will. Okay, so Jameson Williams went, which I was definitely sad about. But I can continue building around young wide receivers that I love. You guys know how much I love this wide receiver. He was my all in on player before the year. If you remember, we made a Dynasty video where we were like, all right, these are players that we're all in. I don't care what it takes. I don't care about the ups and downs. I am riding with this talent. And that was Jorge Pickens, George Pickens, NFL young boy. I'll take him here in the 5th round. Love the talent. Pablo Picasso was born to paint. George Pickens was born to play wide receiver. One of the most fluid wide receivers I've seen come out of the draft in recent years. Kelsey off the board. I think that's a very good pick. If you're going win now and you can get Kelsey in the 5th, how many years does he have left? I don't know. He's 33. If it gives you 2 years of elite production and you can win a championship, that's all that will really matter. All right, Matthew Wright goes off the board, so let's find out who this rookie is. I'm starting to like this squad, guys. Sean Tucker, por favor. Okay, so this is Shawnee Tucks. If you guys don't know, Sean Tucker, running back out of Syracuse. Badake really likes Sean Tucker as well, actually. Not exactly the efficiency we wanted to see this year, but he's definitely picked it up. But Sean Tucker, a running back who can do pretty much everything. Big back, can take a beating, can be a workhorse. I think he's going to end up getting 3rd round draft capital, which will hurt his stock in Dynasty. But if Sean Tucker ends up being a 2nd round pick, I think this is a very good pick that we've made just here. Okay, we'll go ahead and continue the draft here. I was going to say, did something mess up? Okay, we are back up. You guys like these rookies? I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, I'm pretty proud of myself at the moment. Josh Jacobs goes off the board. Good. I was waiting for Josh Jacobs to go off the board. You got to take Jacobs over Najee at this point. Same age. Najee, Look, Najee's going to be better. He's dealing with an injury. He's going to be better. The offensive line will be better. The offense will continue to ascend, and he will not have the injury in his foot anymore. But you got to take Josh Jacobs over Najee Harris right now. The dude is playing out of his damn mind, and he's going to earn a big-time contract. A.J. Dillon that early? It's far too early for me. I would much rather build around some of these wide receivers. And there's still some very good running backs on the board. I don't think A.J. Dillon should even be off the board until about the 7th round. There we see Mac Jones off the board. Yeah, I like the Jacobs pick as well. There we see Mac Jones off the board, who, by the way, let's give Mac Jones a little props. After a pretty tough start, I mean, the last 2 games, he's played pretty well. It hasn't been incredible in fantasy, but 23 completions of 27, 28 completions of 39, 2 touchdowns versus Minnesota. Let's give Mac Jones some flowers here. Damn it. There goes Hollywood. I wanted Hollywood. See, I even think Ramondre should go over A.J. Dillon, and I'm not very high on Ramondre. Not that I'm not very high on him, but I worry about the draft capital moving forward and the history of Patriot running backs. Hey, guys. We have 66 likes, 83 people watching. Could you do me a huge favor and drop a like?
You like that? You like that?
It is the easiest, most simple way for you to support what we do. Subscribing, dropping a like, it is the easiest way for you to support what we do. 86 people watching. If everyone liked right now, we could have 86 likes. I mean, quick maths, right? It makes sense. So do us a favor if you don't mind. That would be incredible. Okay, this is where things are going to get interesting. Dude, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Oh, no. I need to bring my rookies up, man. I don't know what to do. Oh, my gosh. I know what to do. Is it too early? I don't know. Maybe it is. Fuck it. Fuck it. We are drafting Zach Evans. I really, really like Zach Evans out of Ole Miss. I know there is some disagreements here, some differences of opinion. The good thing about this channel is we welcome your opinions. We welcome differences of opinion. You don't have to think exactly like we think, because if you thought exactly like we thought, this would be one boring ass world. I'm going to take Zach Evans here. I'm going to try line it up as best as I can. But I love Zach Evans, 5-star recruit. I compared him a little bit to Melvin Gordon coming out. I like his ceiling. I think he's an explosive player. He's very, very good at the goal line as well. Do not penalize Zach Evans because of Quinshon Judkins. Do not do that. You will make a mistake, I promise you. Just because Quinshon Judkins was a 3-star recruit does not mean he is not the best running back in the 2025 class. That's just facts. Judkins is the best running back in the 2025 class. He will be the first running back off the board. What you have in Ole Miss is Lane Kiffin, one of the best recruiters who found a damn steal because he went to all of Judkins' games while no one else was watching him. So don't discount Zach Evans because of Judkins. Judkins is the better running back. He will be the first running back off the board in 2025. But Zach Evans is still a very, very good talent. And I believe he can be a workhorse running back in the NFL. I like the traits. And the last thing I'll say is, did you discount Javonte Williams because of Michael Carter? You let me know. I know there's difference of opinion. That is mine. You're free to share yours. But let's get back on the board here. I'll take Zach Evans. And now I'm really liking this team. I really, really like it. We've got Lamar Jackson. Kenny Pickett might have reached on Pickett, but the quarterback landscape is hell. Okay, let's find out who this is. But after those two quarterbacks, we got Bijan and Zach Evans. And we've got Jordan Addison and Pickens. I'm liking this young team. Probably not going to win year one, but I like it. Okay, this is Jalen Hyatt. He is available. I am so intrigued, guys, on what Jalen Hyatt's draft capital looks like. I don't know about you guys. Oh, fuck, sorry. Excuse my language. I mean, come on, man. It's a family-friendly stream. But I am so intrigued about where he's going to go in the NFL draft. Because as a prospect, he certainly doesn't have the skill sets that your top wide receivers in this class have, right? He's not as good of a prospect as Addison or Jackson Smith or Quentin Johnston or Kayshon Boutte. No, he's not as good of a prospect as those guys by far. He has his limitations. But what he's shown this year as far as production-wise is impressive. You can't ignore that in the SEC. To me, my comp for him was Will Fuller. But think of Will Fuller at his best, not at his bottom. Okay, think about him at his best. That's what I would have taken if I was going to go wide receiver, was Christian Watson. That's who I was considering. It was Watson or Evans. I like the pick there at the 6'10". In fact, I think he should have gone higher. What did Aaron Rodgers say about him? There's not many people on the planet who... Oh, this looks weird. There's not many people on the planet who are that big and are that athletic and can run that fast in the entire planet. But anyway, Jalen Hyatt, I'm so intrigued about what the draft capital will be. I don't think I can take him this early just yet because I do think he has his limitations. I think he's going to be a great field stretcher. Not the biggest wide receiver. We don't penalize people anymore for that, though, as much. Has, at least the height you're looking for. Will Fuller is my comp. And I don't think that's bad. I think Will Fuller was a fantastic wide receiver in the NFL. I love that pick. Calvin Ridley. I like it. I really, really like it. It might have been a little early for me. There's other guys I'm going over Calvin, but I like this pick, man. And this is why I said all offseason. Do you guys remember all offseason last year? I said draft Calvin Ridley in startup drafts. He was going in the 13th round, the 14th round. There was no way in hell his value wasn't going to improve. You're going to see this, man. People who bet on Ridley, I think they're going to, we'll see. We'll see what the production is, but I think they're going to get good returns. And there goes DJ Moore. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Where are those people at who were fighting me over DJ Moore? I'm just kidding. I was wrong on some stuff too. What's up, Fought? Does Quentin Johnston and Jordan Addison both grab top 10? I think they could. I feel like top 15 is safer. But, yeah, we'll see. Really liking your draft. Thanks, Kev. Blake Corum still on the board? Yes, he is. I wouldn't imagine that lasting very long into the 7th round. But yeah, we're kind of getting around that mix where we're getting these. You know the thing with Blake Corum, guys. I like him. I've heard some comps to Ray Rice. I can see it. With him and with a lot of these running backs, draft capital will be everything. I feel strongly in some of the running backs in this class and their draft capital. Blake Corum is one of those guys where I don't know where he's going to be drafted. He could be drafted in the 5th round, and then we're like, what do we do? Like everyone who was obsessed with Tyler Algier last year. So, but I do like him. So, is that Boutte? Have we not had Boutte go off the board? Boutte's not gone off the board? How is Boutte on the board? We all missed. Everyone missed. I know he's had his struggles this year. But Boutte should not be on the board this late. Wow. I mean, we all messed up. We all messed up. And Slavinsky took advantage of us, and that's what he should have done. Kayshon Boutte should not be on the board. He says, be right back doing backflips. I might have to lower this screen now. Anyway, I'm going to have to make myself smaller too. Really good young talented wide receivers you got. Young talented running back and Jackson Pickett. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like the Evans pick. Appreciate it. There we see Dobbins off the board. Don't. Like, I like this pick. Maybe you could have waited another round. Who knows if he would have been on the board still, but Dobbins could come back with vengeance next year, guys. They desperately need him there. Like, desperately. Okay. Okay. Like, who's this guy saying okay to? Calm down. Okay. I think, I don't know if I can do it. I got 15 seconds left. I don't want to give anything away in case other players come back to me. All right. This is going to be too early for some of you. Give me Amari Cooper at the 7-6. Another player similar to Calvin Ridley that I was encouraging people to draft in drafts all year off in this offseason. He was going in the 11th round, the 12th round. Reminding people that he is an elite route runner, that he is still a top 12 wide receiver in the NFL, and he's getting Deshaun Watson soon. So the rest of my team is young. Maybe we can do a hybrid win now if all the pieces hit. If Bijan hits, if Evans hits, if Addison hits, we could be trying to win right now. We've already got the Pickens and Pickett stack, so I like it. All right, Matthew Stafford at the 7-8. This confirms to me that I should not have gone Pickett that early. Now that some of these quarterbacks are available in the 7th round. Absolute confirmation that I made the wrong move. But that's okay. That is A-okay. Okay, it's time to make the old photo a little bit smaller. Dun, 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 dun. I'm comfortably taking Tua in the top 5. Also, yeah, I agree. Like, I really think Tua was a huge steal here. He's in a Superflex league. He probably should be around the 111 to the 2-2. Where's 2023 Jamar Chase? As in, who is the Jamar Chase of 2023? I honestly think it could be any 4 of them. You know the crazy thing about this wide receiver class, guys? The top 4. Jackson Smith, Kayshon Boutte. Let's find out who this is, and then I'll continue. Let's find out who this is. So Hendon Hooker? Okay, man. If you guys have been with us on the stream for a while, you guys know how much I loved Hendon Hooker. I brought him up week 3 of the college football season. Like, keep an eye on this guy. I really think he could do something special. But he already had so much to overcome. His age was a big one. Now with the torn ACL, that broke my heart. I don't know where he'll be drafted anymore. If he's given top of the 2nd round draft capital, then I'm comfortable to take him this early. But if he's going to be like a 3rd round pick, we can't take him this early. Draft capital will be everything for him. Older quarterback, but a really good game manager, dual threat guy, hell of an arm. Oof. Anyway, the 2023 rookies is what we were talking about, the wide receivers specifically. Jackson Smith, Kayshon Boutte, Quentin Johnston, and Jordan Addison all do something different. None of them are similar wide receivers. They all offer you something very different in their skill set. In their size, their skill set, their weaknesses, they're all different. I find it really difficult to have a wide receiver in this class because I like all of these guys. I like Jackson Smith, but he's nowhere near the athletic talent of the other guys. But you don't need to be the fastest guy anymore to be successful. Look at Cooper Kupp. Then you look at Jordan Addison. I'm like, I love Jordan Addison. But the only thing that worries me about him is that he gets beat off the line a little bit too much. He struggles in man coverage and press coverage. That's the only thing that worries me about him. I love every single part of his game. Then you look at Quentin Johnston. It's like, okay, well, for as big as he is, you would like to have seen him have more sure hands. Too many catches where he's not actually grabbing it with his hands. It's a body catch. Kayshon Boutte, what the hell has happened this entire year? What's going on with his attitude? What's going on with his scenario? So you can point to different weaknesses and different strengths for all these wide receivers. My point being, which is the same thing I said about last year's class, is they're all really good. Grab one of them, okay? They're all really good. They're all talented. They're all going to do something in the NFL. They're all NFL talents. Okay, this is Josh Downs. So that's how I feel about this class. Very similar to how I felt about last year. Like, hey, we can debate until the cows come home. Who says that? We can debate until the cows come home, but just get your hands on one of these guys because they're going to be very good. They're going to be very successful. Okay, how's that looking? Maybe a little bit to the left. How about now? Maybe to the left and up. Okay. That's going to have to be good enough. Josh Downs off the board. Did Josh Downs get drafted here? I don't think he got... Yeah, we don't know his landing spot. But anyway. That's how I feel. Dab on him. Dab on him. I see you got your golden goat unlocked. Pat Fryermuth. No. I was going to grab Pat on the turn. Damn it. Orphan team that was trash, blow it up. My starters next year should be Lance, Pickett, Brees Hall, Bijan, Burks, St. Brown, Pitts, Gibbs, Jackson Smith, Addison. Yeah, you should be competitive. I mean, everything's going to depend on that quarterback room, though. That's what's going to be the big question mark for you, man. All right. So we have Bijan, we have Zach Evans, we have Jordan Addison, Pickens, Amari Cooper. We got 2 quarterbacks that we like. I mean, you guys are kind of forcing me to... How do I not take Derrick Henry here in the 8th round? I know he's old. I know he's 28. I mean, I got to take Derrick Henry here. And I'll be honest with you, I have never drafted Derrick Henry in Dynasty on this channel. There's not been a single time you will find me on this channel drafting him in a mock draft or in a real draft. You will not find it. But how do I pass up on him at the 8-7? Maybe this is a hybrid win now. You get your young pieces at the beginning of the draft, and then you get vets to help you win now at the end. I don't know. Let's see how it pans out. Yeah. Love it. Hey, how about Bo Nix, though? Oh, God, don't get me. No. I'm not on Bo Nix. Mostly joking about Chase. Yeah, he is one of one. Who's the Chris Olave? Who is the Chris Olave is what I want to know. Yeah, for me, that's probably Jordan Addison. I probably would say Jordan Addison. Quentin Johnston, I think, will be a little bit reliant on quarterback play. You could probably... Yeah, Jackson Smith wouldn't be as reliant on quarterback play. You bet on these talents long term no matter what, but I would say Jordan Addison is probably like the closest thing to Olave this year. What's up, Craig? How did you get the rookies? I got magic tricks. I sold my soul to the Illuminati. And yeah, somehow we only have 3,000 subs on the channel. Was it really worth selling your soul for 3? No, I just Photoshop. 1 year of King Henry's worth the 807. Yeah, I agree. Do me a favor, guy. Oh my gosh, we have 75 likes, 99 people watching. That's incredible. Thank you so much for joining us. If you can do me a huge favor, really simple, really easy. It'll take you 1 second. Drop a like.
You like that?
You like
You
that.
like that?
If you like the content, I don't think you're going to find a single channel on YouTube right now that is doing this Photoshop nonsense. I spent like 3 to 5 hours last night Photoshopping all these rookies to make it look cool. I don't think you're going to see anyone doing that. But there's a lot of good channels out there. A lot of people who are good at what they do. But drop a like for me. Show some love. That would mean a lot. All right. See Deontay Johnson at the 9.4. That's pretty good value for Deontay. Aaron Rodgers at the 9.3. Yo, they got a limit. Nah, I'm just kidding. Cool. Because as far as wide receiver rookies, I'm just looking for a safe wide receiver 2 status. Yeah, that would probably be Addison. Michael Penix should be off the board before Hendon Hooker. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there who are big on Penix. I'm more indifferent on him. To be honest, I'm more just indifferent. I don't really have a strong opinion on him. But I do understand why a lot of people out there are very pro Penix. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. What do we do here? All right, we're not going to think about the tight end position anymore. We're going to try and lock up Dallas Goedert here at the 9.6. I feel good about Dallas. What was a top 5 guy before he got injured? Inconsistent, but that's the tight end position. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm feeling okay with that. No worries. This channel is criminally underrated. Hey, appreciate that. That's very kind of you. I feel good getting back into the swing of things, guys. This feels good. I miss Dynasty season. What just happened? Snoop Banks, explain yourself. There is no way in hell we should be taking Cam Akers this early. I'm just kidding, but actually not. Like, what's happening? This might be an example of just ADP on Sleeper not being updated. And honestly, like, we're so early, guys. Don't worry about me. Like, I shouldn't have done that. Don't worry about making picks or anything that I disagree with. It doesn't matter what I think. And we're all going to learn as we go. No one's going to be ready for a Dynasty draft right now today. Betting on youth and change the situation. Fair enough. He drank the Kool-Aid from Badake. Okay, we see another rookie go off the board. Let us know who that is. Yeah, isn't that crazy, man? We were seeing Cam Akers go in like the 3rd, 4th round. And I was begging people not to draft him. Okay. He said I clicked Jones and took Akers. Okay, a Kane? Okay, so you're saying a Kane? Okay, so this will be Devin a Kane. Or as we like to call him, Devin A-Train, if you know the boys. What's up, A-Train? Look, a Kane's interesting. If anyone cares to know my thoughts on a Kane, I'm just out, man. Someone with his size and look, no doubt he is the fastest player, not one of the fastest. He is the fastest player in all of college football. There is no doubt there. You cannot take that away from him. But not a natural football player. Doesn't look like a natural football player. Really, really undersized. I mean, let's have a look at Devin Kane for a second, because there will be certain channels that will be bending over backwards for the guy. This is Devin Kane. He is 5'9", 185 pounds. Without a doubt, again, the fastest player in college football. Like, the speed is unreal. Track speed. Like, could probably compete in the Olympics type speed. But I personally don't think that someone with this size will ever be a workhorse running back in the NFL. Never. Never, 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 never. At 5'9", 185, there's no way he's even 185 pounds, guys. He is probably 178 pounds with all of his clothes on. There's no way a player like this is going to be able to take a beating in the NFL. There's no way he's going to be able to survive through the tackles. I'm saying no way. Like, look, anything's possible. But the only way he will be successful is if he lands with a coach who is willing to use him in very creative ways and on a consistent basis. This is why I didn't like players like Wan'Dale Robinson. They're too small. They have very limited use in the NFL. So, personally, I'm out. I'm out on a Kane. I know other people will be in. But this isn't too late. Like, this isn't too late for Raheem. Like, the 9-9, like, that's not too late. But we're seeing a lot of people have a Kane as like a top 7 pick in rookie drafts. That's ridiculous. There's no way he should be that high. And there's also no way a Kane gets like higher than 3rd round draft capital. That would be crazy if he even got that. Yeah. Look, Darren Sproles is a good example, guys. But how many Darren Sproles projects were failures? There is one Darren Sproles. There are hundreds of players who have failed with his size. So I understand the Darren Sproles take, but I would rather bet on. Look, I don't have many limitations for like athletic profiles or size, but that is one of them. Running backs who are undersized and aren't able to be workhorses. What's the best case scenario? He's James White on the, you know, like when James White was like a top 20 guy because of Tom Brady passing him the ball in the backfield. Like that's the best case scenario for Devin Kane. He's never going to be someone who touches the ball 20 times a game. It's been 84 years, meme, waiting for the next Darren Sproles. Yes, Brandon. I don't want to say too many names because I'm waiting for myself on something to come back to me. So shh. But yes. All right, there we see Sutton off the board. Man, it has been miserable for these. It's been miserable for these Broncos. Oh, wifey tried to call me. All right, there goes Juju. Great pick, man. Really good pick. Juju's only 26 years old, guys, and there's a real chance he gets signed long-term to Kansas City. If Juju signs a 3-year deal in Kansas City, he will be much higher in people's rankings than he currently is. I like it. Very good pick. There we go. James Conner off the board. This is cool to see. All right. What round should we go to? Hey, shout out to everybody watching. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support and the likes. This has been really fun. Hey, don't forget, I'm doing a rookie-only draft, a Dynasty rookie-only draft tomorrow, but that will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll probably do the first 2 rounds. My throat hurts. I'm talking a lot right now. Okay, so let me see. Njoku off the board. That's another very good pick. Njoku could be completely unlocked with Deshaun Watson. Camera blocking the board now. I think I just fixed it. Let me know. Kirk off the board. Another good pick. I like Kirk there. I was someone who was... Look, Kirk was a my guy in redraft this year. We do my guys every year. Kirk was one of my guys. So I'm all aboard Kirk this year. But my stance in Dynasty has always been sell him this year if you can, because he's not going to be given that kind of target share when they replace him, not replace him, but add to this wide receiver room, whether it was through the draft or Calvin Ridley, which is what they brought. There goes DeAndre Hopkins off the board. Oh, this is interesting, man. This is going to get really interesting. There's some rookies that I still like that I think should have been off the board for a while now, to be honest. Let's see. Let's see if someone takes him. I'm definitely going to take one if he falls to me. Fair. I think people would just prefer the unknowns of those players and the talents, but I can see it. I'm not going to click on that comment. No. Who is it? Tank? Okay. Cool. So that's Tank. That is Tank Bigsby off the board. Most people would probably know how I feel about Tank. Not that it really matters. I just don't see it. I don't think he this is what you get with Tank. You get a guy who can carry the ball 15 to 20 times a game, but I don't see very much explosion. He gets to his top speed very fast, and that's not a very good top speed. I just, if you're going to be that kind of player, you need to be absolutely dominant in the tackles, and I haven't seen that from him. Okay, I'm stuck between 2 players here, but actually 3 running backs I really like are still on the board that are rookies, but I'm going to go ahead and take... Oh, I'm kind of buying into the hype, guys. I'm kind of buying into the hype. Welcome to my squad, Condre Miller. I really like Condre Miller. Let me try and push that over a couple. Condre Miller, if you don't know him, kid out of TCU. Let me go ahead and draft a kicker here so that everyone else can continue. Kid out of TCU has put up huge production this year. Let me bring his name up for you guys. Zach Evans left, which left Kendre Miller to take all the work for this year. Has put up huge numbers. We'll pause this and find out what rookie this is. Really like his game. I think he's another one of those big running backs, 6 foot, 220 pounds. I think he could handle a workload in the NFL. This is one of those players who could be a surprise pick that moves up the board in the NFL draft. And he is, I believe, the youngest running back in the class. I think he's only 20 years old, if I'm not mistaken, but has been very efficient with every touch he's been given. 6.3 yards per carry, 16 touchdowns on the year, can do it in the air and on the ground. Very strong running back, good speed, doesn't have like the home run speed, but I think he has really good initial burst. I like Kondre Miller. I'll take him here. He could be one of those running backs that slides up boards as we get closer to the NFL draft. I know a lot of people are on him as well. I'm in. Okay, so who is this? Corum. Okay, so that's Blake Corum, right? Which I think that makes a lot of sense. Blake Corum was one of those 3 that I was really stuck between taking here this late. Okay, that's going to have to be good enough. So there goes Blake Corum off the board. I mean, Blake Corum, a lot of people's comp for Corum would be Ray Rice. That would be like the ceiling. Son of a bitch. Okay. Who is it? He's put up huge production this year, Blake Corum. He's been one of the big reasons why Michigan has been able to advance the way they have. Huge numbers, over 1,400 yards, 18 touchdowns, 5.9 you carry in the Big Ten. He's been really, really good. I think a lot of people's concerns are that they probably have one of the best offensive lines in the country. And there's been, so I'm not saying it's my belief, but there's been some belief out there that you put any running back behind there, not any, but most of them could put up big numbers. I'm not saying that's how I believe. I'm just telling you what some others believe out there. Anyway, who is this? Charbonnet. Okay, there goes Charbonnet. That was the other... Charbonnet was the other player of the 3 that I was really considering. The reason I didn't go Charbonnet, because he probably would have been my pick if had Kondre not been on the board. Charbonnet would have been my pick. But the reason that he wasn't is because of his age. He's just coming out so late. And I think he is another one of those big body backs, runs with a lot of passion, hard to bring down, extremely efficient runner this year, has improved as a pass catcher. But I think the age might hurt him, man. I think it could hurt his draft capital. Teams don't like drafting older running backs, and I believe it. Oh, all right, who is it? Teams just don't like drafting running backs that are already that old. I believe he's going to be 23 already, or 24 entering the draft, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 23. Tillman. Okay, so this is Cedric Tillman. I'm kind of indifferent on Tillman, man. I believe he's a senior coming out, if I'm not mistaken. Was a big reason why Tennessee was able to spark their kind of run with Hendon Hooker. Big body guy. I think he has good traits, but to me, he seems much more like a wide receiver 2 than a wide receiver 1 in the NFL. Kyle, don't you dare draft a rookie. I'm kidding. If you want to, do it. I ran out of water, and my throat hurts like a... Excuse me. Okay. Do 3 rounds tomorrow. I'm committing to 2. The only reason I can't do 3 is because I'm doing back-to-back streams tomorrow, guys. If you don't know, we have a redraft channel. There goes Aaron Jones. I like it. We have a redraft channel. So the reason I'm going live at 8 p.m. on this Dynasty channel tomorrow to do the rookie draft is because at 8 p.m. I will be doing a start-sit Q&A on our redraft channel to help people make some of those decisions. So that's why I'll be doing a 2-round, because I don't have as much time. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, Raw. Yep. Great trio. Only need 1 solid contract for my fantasy running back. Okay. Y'all making me do the most. All right, back-to-back rookies here. Okay, McIntosh and Mims. Okay. I got him. I tried to go as deep as I could. Wait, pause. Man, what is this guy even saying, you know? Like, okay, Mims, that's too far that way for sure. That's going to have to work. And then Macintosh. I'm curious, what do people think about Kenny McIntosh? I'm kind of indifferent, but I know there's a lot of people who are not stands, but like they'll die for the guy. I guess that would definitely be stands. Where do you guys stand with Kenny? Not the production you would have seen, but that's just classic Georgia running backs. All right. My throat's starting to hurt, y'all. We're going to make the 12th round the last round, okay? Round 12, last round. Keep it in mind. Okay. Who is it? Anthony Richardson. Hey, you know what? If Anthony Richardson actually were to come out this year, that would be one hell of a steal at this point in the draft. But to be honest, if he actually came out, I probably would have drafted him way earlier. Okay, I don't care enough to line it up. That's going to have to be good enough. I swear to God, don't you... Thank God. Slavinsky, do not draft a rookie. Yeah, fair enough, Dustin. I can see that. Cook feel for him, but Dalvin, yeah, right, not as good. There goes I mean, look, Monty that late, guys. David Montgomery shouldn't be on the board. I think some of us got a little too rookie happy though with some of these picks. Montgomery should not be on the board. Okay. I'm not going to take a rookie here. There's not really anyone I'm obsessed with at this point. And I have a lot of running backs, which is not common for the way that I draft. Interesting. Is there any wide receiver rookies that I really want to grab here? Ooh! Yes. I will take a chance. Oh, sorry. I should have drafted a... Resume draft. I should have drafted the kicker already. This will be Rashi Rice out of SMU. Big body receiver, has put up huge production. His draft capital will be very, very intriguing for me. Probably not going to get a very high pick because of his school. But he's put up some pretty big numbers and has a very intriguing game that I think could continue to develop in the NFL. So yeah, let's see. Richardson's in the wrong spot. Oh, you're right. You are 100% correct. Come on, Richardson. Come on over. Come on over. Come on, brother. Come on. Come on. Okay. That should be good. Oh, no, a little bit more. And we should be good. All right, 12th round's the last round. And I forgot to unpause the draft. Like, who is, like, does this guy even know what he's doing? Antonio Gibson, I like that pick. Mike Evans, again, some very good picks at the in the back of the 11th round. Yep, I got it all sorted. 91 likes. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Guys, can we somehow get 100 likes on the stream? That would be wild. Can we somehow get 100 likes? If 9 people who have not liked it yet drop a like, we could hit a hundo. That would be cool. Okay, another rookie goes off the board. Who is it? Let me know. Come on. Zay Flowers. Okay. Zay Flowers out of Boston College. I need to learn more about Zay before I really comment on Zay Flowers. I don't know enough on him yet to really give an opinion. But I know a lot of people like him. All right. Don't do more rookies, please. Just kidding. Like, you can, but, like, please, for the love of God. There goes Ritter. I mean, yeah, Ritter probably should have been drafted by now. Appreciate that. 7 likes away, by the way. 7 likes away from a Hunji. John said, let's see how deep Zach went. Look. There was definitely more that I could have done as far as the graphic wise, but when I was looking at some of the players, I was like, is someone going to draft him? I don't know. If they do, we're just going to leave it as a kicker. And I also need to sit down. I've been standing up for four hours. Time to take a seat. I'm getting old. I'm getting old, y'all. I also, I would like to put a poll in the chat, and this has nothing to do with really Dynasty, but I would like to, I'd like to get your guys' opinion on background music. I want to know if you guys prefer background music or if you prefer nothing. So I'm going to put a poll up. Okay, there goes up the poll. Vote however you feel. Like, for our videos and for the live streams in general, do you prefer that it's just your opinion? Yep, like whatever you prefer. Like, do you prefer the background music? Do you like it? Or would you rather have no background music at all? I'm curious where people stand. Right now we have 6 votes, so go vote in the poll. Bell? Yeah, I definitely don't have him, but he is a sleeper. Dear Sleeper, upload the rookies and make Zach's life easier. Honestly, I was like thinking to myself, like, Sleeper should hire me. I could get this done for them in like a week. Editing these graphics and putting players in. And then when they get drafted, I could get it done in like another week. I mean, yeah. You like that? 6 likes away from a Hunji. How old are them bones? Says 1994. That's when they were established. Make a poll on who has the best team. Well, there's not enough options, unfortunately. Background music is lit. Okay, cool. Grant says Herbert, Waddle, Watson, St. Brown, Lance, Pickens, DJ Moore. Let's see, were my first 10 picks. Nice. That's clutch, man. Really, really good job. I honestly don't understand how you got that team. Okay, I guess you sacrificed running backs, but that's exactly what I would have done. Sacrifice running backs and then trade for them later, or get them in rookie drafts. I like it. I feel like I should be getting a massage. I like it. Before you go, who do you think will rise up boards the most between now and the draft? There was 2 players in particular. I mean, like, I could name a lot of players for you guys, but let me tell you 2 in particular that stand out to me. The first one is Condre Miller, running back out of TCU, which I've talked to you guys about. I just think he can do everything. I don't think he's necessarily elite in any area. Has good short burst. Definitely doesn't have home run speed, but you don't necessarily need that in today's game. I'll draft Keenan Allen this late. But Kondre Miller, man, big back, hard to bring down, versatile player, and has put up massive production on one of the best teams in college football. I think he could really rise come draft season. The other one, which I would say literally nobody is talking about this player, and I'm trying to figure out why, because I really like him. It's KJ Jefferson, the quarterback out of Arkansas. KJ Jefferson, I'm truly struggling to understand why no one is talking about him. Let me bring up his profile in case you guys don't know. It's always good to put a name to a face. There's KJ Jefferson. But I'm realizing, okay, what if I go to this screen? Is this going to be easier for you guys to see? Okay, yeah. So there's KJ Jefferson. Keep in mind, guys, KJ Jefferson last year put up really good numbers, and he lost his best weapon in Treylon Burks this year. If you look at 2021, completed 67% of his passes, 21 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, but he's outdone himself this year and played less games as well. With KJ Jefferson, I'm never going to come on this stream and tell you that he has an incredible arm, that he's extremely accurate, but my comp for him is kind of like what he could be in the NFL is Jalen Hurts. He's an incredible leader, first off, at Arkansas. He's a very good leader, just like Jalen Hurts. He is the program right now. He is a big guy like Jalen Hurts. He's actually bigger than Jalen Hurts. He's 6'3", 242. If I'm not mistaken, Hurts is 6'2", I think 230, around there. So KJ is actually bigger than Jalen Hurts was coming out. They both have question marks with their arm. Not the strongest arm, not the most accurate arm. The difference between KJ and Jalen Hurts coming out was Jalen Hurts had more production at a better school, right? And was probably a bigger weapon at that point. And for KJ, he's already a better decision maker than Jalen Hurts was coming out. KJ Jefferson has been one of the best decision makers in college football this year. Always takes care of the ball, rarely throws an interception, gives his receivers a chance to catch the ball. And again, all these numbers he's done without Treylon Burks, who he lost, and no one's really stepped up and replaced him at Arkansas. He's a young guy, great leader. No one has anything but positive things to say about him. Really good on the ground as well. Last year, 664 yards and 6 touchdowns. This year, 510 and 7 tutties. But again, keep in mind, he's missed time this year. Great rating, the 17th QBR in the NFL. I feel like if a team wants to model after the Eagles and Jalen Hurts, a quarterback who, yes, doesn't have all the best physical traits, but is respected, is a hard worker, dual threat guy, you can run reads with him, then KJ should be drafted by someone in the second or third round of the NFL draft. No one talks about him. I genuinely don't understand why. I think KJ Jefferson could step into an NFL team today and win games. I'm not saying he's going to be a superstar, but I'm trying to think of like a team, for example. Put KJ Jefferson on the Washington Commanders, and he probably wins like 6 games this year if he's a full-time starter. And like that's valuable. You can build around him as he continues to grow. So anyway, I'm a big fan of KJ. Again, don't understand why he's not being talked about by nobody. Literally nobody is talking about him. But maybe I'm missing it. Maybe I'm the one who's crazy. Anyway, that is it, guys, for the draft. That's all we're going to do. This was really, really fun. My throat hurts so bad. But I wanted to make sure and do this for you guys. So you can see where all the rookies went. We'll keep doing this kind of stuff on a weekly basis. Really, really appreciate you guys. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. We are 6 likes away from 100. If you haven't hit the like button yet, that would mean a lot if you could do so. Just quickly on in the chat, I'll keep up. Yeah, they do take a long time. Yeah, that's true. I was going with KJ with my pick. Okay, got it, John. So that would have been KJ. Okay, my bad. I didn't keep up with that. Hold up, I must be missing something. Did Gino not get taken? Yeah, Gino wasn't drafted. Which, to be honest, that's a miss from all of us, including me. Gino should have definitely been drafted. I mean, Gino's so confusing, though. 32 years old. Will he get like a 3-year deal? I don't know, but he's worth drafting for sure. Not on TikTok, no. Actually, we are, funnily enough. I used to put so much time into TikTok. And I would make, like, I'm really proud of the videos that are up there. But the issue with TikTok is, like, it just didn't... It's honestly, the issue with TikTok and Instagram is we would, like, help people out and we would give advice and stuff, but it just got to the point where we felt like people, like, no one really cared about us. They just wanted us to... It's hard to explain, but anyway, it just didn't seem worth our time. I'm sure it's worth other people's time, but the return based off of the investment into it was difficult to see. I like it, Fred. I like it. Yep. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Is there two B Robinsons? Is there? Oh, right, Brian. That's funny. Really appreciate the work you do and the time you take to make your content the best it can be. Enjoy seeing the channel growth. Well deserved. Thank you. Thank you. We care. Bijan and Brian. Appreciate it, guys. That's very, very kind of you. Yeah, 4 likes away from 100. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. This was fun. I had a great time. I'm sure we're going to keep doing this. And we'll see you guys very, very soon. Don't forget, tomorrow I'm going to do a rookie draft as well. We'll go live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so an hour earlier than normal. And the reason I'm doing that is because we will do I'm also doing a stream on the redraft channel to help people make some of those start-sit decisions that could be difficult this week. And if you want to view our redraft channel, you want to subscribe over there, I'll paste that link in the chat as well. Thank you guys. Thank you for the support. Steven, thank you so much for the super chat. That's very kind of you, man. Always been very supportive. Appreciate you. Thanks, Chosen. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Yeah, and again, like, last thing I'll say is don't forget to join the Discord, guys. Don't forget to join the Discord. I've been talking for 5 hours straight. Don't forget to join the Discord. That's where all the links will be sent. Great community over there. Appreciate all of you guys. Zach Wilson was not drafted. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Oh, how the Milfson has fallen. I'm sure there is some MILF out there to give him comfort. Anyway, appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of your nights or your day, wherever you are in the world. This was awesome. Huge love for the support, and we'll see you guys very, very soon. Later.